A non-native plant species is just one that is not native to that region, so it's not typically found in that ecosystem, whereas an invasive plant species has been shown to have some kind of either economic or ecological harm. And there's this like tens rule that approximately 10% of all non-native plant species will become invasive, so it's really important from our perspective to study these plant species, well, tree species, before like to understand how non-native tree species might invade to actually prevent invasions instead of just waiting till they are invasive and we see that big, you know, ecological destruction or some downstream economic impact on our communities. We can maybe understand what drives their success to actually prevent them coming in. Invasion of plant species is really overwhelmingly driven by human activity because humans are moving species, propagules, seeds, really much faster than is normal in our world. And so this repetitive introduction and bringing of new species in new places gives them a bigger opportunity to establish. If you keep throwing a bunch of darts at a wall, some will stick. So if humans keep bringing more and more seedlings, seeds, trees, some will probably succeed and become invasive in that system. So as you have more and more pressure from humans, it's likely that you have stronger invasion. In our study, we looked at distance to shipping ports, because those are really big hubs of lots of materials, including possibly ornamental plant species or forestry species or just accidental introductions on shoes, for example. It's a really common one. And so we found that that's a really more important driver than the native community diversity or any local intrinsic properties in predicting the likelihood of a location being invaded. So if you're a plot further away from a shipping port, you're much less likely to be invaded at all. The idea is that greater diversity in a system, in a native community, can protect against invasion, and this is called biotic resistance, but it's just the idea that a greater diversity of traits, of uses of resources in a community can reduce what's left for novel species to come in, so invaders, and so it can actually buffer against invasion. In our study, we found that increasing native biodiversity, whether it's phylogenetic or functional, reduces the severity or the impact and spread of non-native tree species. And so this is pretty exciting because this could be a really basic but important tool to help mitigate the severity of invasions. We now can use this and say that promoting native diversity can buffer against invasion.